Hiya, welcome back to my channel. It's Wendy here from Toonpish Crafts and I hope you're doing okay. New Year. I'm guessing this is going out in New Year. Happy 2021. It's got to be better than 2020, eh? Anyway, I'm going to be doing not a mould review as such, because I've wanted to do this for quite a while, but it hasn't been available in England. Now, recently, just before Christmas, it became available and I purchased a couple. And it is the light bulb mould from just Let's Resin. I've seen a couple of people do this on Instagram and I was blown away. My husband's got a thing about lights anyway, so I had to get it. Now in the pack, you get 2 light bulb moulds. I have actually opened this one already, just to see what was in there because I was so curious. 2 light bulb moulds. So you get the 2 moulds. You also get a bag of end caps for the bulbs. Let me take one of those out to show you what they are. They are little end caps. There's 10 of those apparently, and they go on the end of the light bulbs when you make them. You also get, as well as a little booklet of instructions, you also get 4 light up pieces. Now these go on and off when you touch them. So the idea is that you put one of these in an end cap and glue it or UV resin it to the bulb when it comes out of the mould. That's the plan. I have lots of plans for these, I tell you. Love lights. Now I did actually wonder why you get 10 end caps and only 4 lights. Let's Resin are, oh, one's fell out. Let's Resin are actually selling extra caps and lights separately, and you can get them in, again, you can get them in America. They're not available in the UK yet. That's without the moulds, if you just wanted the caps and the lights. Because I thought, I've got 10 caps, I've only got 4 lights, I'd really like a light in each cap. Where do I get the lights from? And I contacted them and they said, well, they will be available in the UK in around 20 days. Now this was back in mid-December, so hopefully they'll be available now, if not soon. I'll try and link everything down below. And yeah, let's see what I'm going to get up to with this, because I really have a lot of plans. I might make a few. So this is the first one. I decided to go with a rose. I mean, you can't go wrong with a rose, can you? And in my wisdom, I thought, well, I'll hang it because it needs to be suspended. That wasn't the best choice, and I did faff so much trying to get it right. With twigs and sticks and then a peg and then something else and tinsel, my favourite, and I do love this holographic tinsel, and as it's just gone Christmas, obviously we've got tinsel available. Was too big though, and it was all twisted over. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's all twisted over. So I trimmed it off a lot and I was pulling it back so it wasn't so twisted. Resin, made in Sheffield. It's a new resin for art, and Ocean is their deep pour resin. It does cure in 48 hours rather than 24, but the price is very agreeable. I could have used Cascade that cures in 24 hours, as I've tried it in this size mould before and it cures fine, but on this particular occasion I wasn't in any rush and I thought Ocean would be perfect, and it was. I'm using a pipette here to push the resin down to try and get less air trapped in the tinsel itself. And this is where I come unstuck with my sticks, because I pour the resin and it just starts to float. So I decided that wouldn't work, and then I've got to cut the string. Now you think cutting a piece of string would be easy, wouldn't you? But no, I couldn't find a pair of scissors, and in the end I did find a pair of scissors. But yeah. Now I'm moving the resin around the rose to try and get rid of all the bubbles. I'm putting it in the pressure pot anyway, so I'm not too worried about the bubbles because they'll be compressed in the pressure pot. And I should have filled both these moulds up with more resin. There we go, I'm using a peg now to push the rose down rather than to suspend it because it's floating up, so I needed it to be pushed down slightly. And they're ready for the pressure pot. "48 hours later, out of the pressure pot, and you can see there that the resin did shrink back, and because I didn't fill it enough in the first place, I needed to top it up. So I used the 24-hour resin just to top it up. Getting rid of bubbles. Demolding is difficult with this kind of mould, so putting it in soapy water really helps, and you can see when these eventually come out how easy they come out. Pop. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? That's without the light in it, obviously. And the other one comes out easy as well. Once you've surrounded it with soapy water, it just pops out. And I love that. Real dried rose. Now this is the cap, and I'm just going to put some glue in the cap to fasten it on. I'll show you the result at the end. Now this is the second one I'm trying. I decided to go with blue glass shards, but I didn't want a complete blue, so I chopped it up with some clear acrylic gems so that it was a little bit more mottled looking. Because glass is quite heavy and it's not going to float, it will trap bubbles underneath, so I wanted to make sure that all the bubbles were eradicated, or most of them anyway, before it went into the pressure pot. So I just keep stirring the gems, the glass and the resin just to get rid of any trapped air. And I made sure these moulds were filled to the absolute top. The little bubbles I'm not worried about because they're going in the pressure pot. Now these are glass shards with mirror pieces. Purchased these I think from Amazon. They don't have enough mirror in them for my liking, but I thought I'd give them a go. And I've got a heart piece that I wanted to put in there just to see how it would come out. A little bit tricky getting it in, but I got it in, and the best way to sort it out was with my fingers. And I also want to put a bit of glitter in this one just to see how the effect would be with the light. And I did like the glitter and the light. But you'll understand when you see it at the end why I wasn't too keen on this one. I think I put too much glitter in, to be honest. I think I should have been a little bit more sparing. Okay, now we're going to come to demolding this. Now this one had already been soaked in soapy water. And I love that. I absolutely love it. The mottled blue effect just is gorgeous for me. Again, this one has been soaked in soapy water, and you can see how easy it comes out, flies out. Well, I'll show you those ones in a minute. I've also made a couple of others, and I've also made one, half of one. It moved in the mould because he floated, so he pushed himself over to one side, and I didn't want to finish him because he wouldn't have turned out how I wanted. So I'll use him in something else. I think I'll sand him down and put him in something else. He won't get left out. Anyway, these are the ones that I did. Now this is my least favourite. You can see the light, I don't know, it's quite light in here. I will put up some stills at the end of them in the dark, by the way. This is my least favourite. Now, although I really like the glitter, and when the bulb is on, you can really see the glitter. But because of the stones at the bottom didn't really do what I wanted, because they weren't, and there wasn't enough mirror stones in there for the light to bounce up. And the heart buried itself in the stones, which I kind of wanted, but I didn't want it to disappear completely. So it doesn't really look like a heart. So that's my least favourite. Okay, you can see the light goes on and off when you tap it. The rose was the first one that I did, and I really, really like this. I've got to admit, this is gorgeous. I think it's stunning, personally. I like this shape of the bulb, although the mould isn't as nice as the other one, I think. Again, this is my favourite. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. And that's just tinsel. That's all it is, and it looks nice with it. It's not illuminated, in my opinion. So I also did this on a video. I also did the blue one, which was the glass shards and the clear acrylic gems. And I wanted the clear acrylic gems to space out the glass shards so that it didn't look one solid blue mass. And I think that worked quite well. As you can see, it looks really pretty from the end. Really love that. And then off camera, not only did I do the fish, which didn't work, but I also did this one. And this is acrylic diamonds, pink ones and clear ones, and it just gives such a mottled effect. It's so gorgeous. I love it. Really, really love it. I will put some stills up at the end so you can see what I'm talking about. It's very difficult in front of the camera, but I love the mould. Absolutely adore it. I could make these till the cows come home, and I could think of so many things to go in them. What would you put in them? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll put up the stills. Have a great week. Bye for now.